Bro, pick up.
Yeah, Miss Rookie. Why was that so perfect the way you said it too? Hello? Hello?
I'm a bona fide, glorified customer service representative.
Phone. All I heard was phone.
Steak and stamp. Hello?
Damn it, Demi. Put your phone on top of your head.
Wait, can you hear me?
Yes, now.
Okay. I can hear you guys. I'll be off this road in a second.
Bro, where are you in the mountains?
I can drive through the boondocks.
What's going on?
I know, right?
Oh, I can hear you.
Should I have a listener?
So witches got you in, bro. Witches in here. Motherfuckers just spawned up here.
Yo, there's witches and voodoo shit. No wonder I was like tingling down there. Somebody's poking at me.
Whoa, where? Who got your voodoo doll?
I have yours. Don't worry.
Wait. I want a girl to see they got my voodoo doll too.
Appreciate that, Jeffrey. I was about to say I have one.
I'm trying to get
Asian voodoo doll, but I haven't done anything.
Account right now. It's not working. I think
I
I'm doing
don't know. Can you put a wallet up in the jumbotron? Please deposit it for the next reading.
Yo, speaking, when I asked you to join my team and Fest, I want to clarify, you're tugging on a rope. That's the only thing you're tugging, bro.
yeah,
That's
clarified, but the
Oh,
rope
man, I'm out. I'm fucking out. I thought there was gonna be more tugging the rope. That's what I was told.
You're speaking English now? I speak English?
No, he's been doing reading.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
What you're doing?
It's because they didn't know how to say all
Oh shit, you're doing tarot card read? I'm fucking out of
That was
shit.
so high. He forgot.
Oh my god. Every time bows for every single time he hears. Single world.
Sorry, I was looking really quickly at Miss Creaky, and for a second I thought it was Miss Creaky. My bad.
Okay. Hey, man.
Hey, what's up, girl?
I'm actually fine, so trying to chill in bed.
Did you come in to talk to Spooky again?
to everyone.
Talking to everybody. What it is I talk to?
Can I be on the team? I'm the team.
Yo, hi, let me be on your team. I don't know for what, but I'll be on your team.
Are you coming to Vegas, bro?
Yeah,
of course. Hold on, guys. Superfly and I are going to Vegas. I have my
Amazing, we're going to Vegas today.
bro. Swing to Vegas.
Tell me, bro. Tell me the team.
Let's go, bro. I hate to tell you I'm in space. So I asked the cat, hey, what are you thinking 10 to 2 Friday? And she's like, oh, we have to go watch at 11. I think like 11:30. We have to go watch that witch. Ironically, that witch thing. That's the sphere.
You're
Wait,
watching
yeah.
the Wizard of Oz at 11 a.m., bro. All fucking
Witch thing?
Yeah, there you
Oh
go,
my
Kyle. Yeah, there you go.
There's a
Yeah.
2 o'clock.
Wait.
Bro, there's a 2 o'clock showing that day. Come on, man.
I knew she was going to do the morning one. Remember when I looked at the times? I'm like, this is the morning one. I don't think she'd want to do that. But she fucking did.
She fucking did it. 100% she did it. Yep.
It's fine. It's fine. It's promote your picture while I'm telling people that we got you on the team so they get scared.
Yes, you can.
That's all that matters.
Yeah,
bro.
his
As long
four
as it's still-
boobies are very intimidating.
What's wrong with boobs?
He has 4 of them, and I'm very upset. But I only have 2.
I got 4.
I want 4.
So you don't want delts. Like, you don't want those little top boobies. They look weird on women.
I know. Whenever I see bodybuilder women, I'm like, oh my god, she has boobs on top of her boobs. It's so weird. The thing's weird. That's not.
They'll suffocate you with a motor.
I think it's weird. to those types of women. Like, I'm sorry if that's
Valerie said I'll
he would be one of
I'll
them.
suffocate you with the motorboat.
He is one of them. Actually, I don't feel like your wife is that much.
You know what you call that? Call that the Grand Canyon.
Why? You gotta climb it?
Yeah, you gotta.
No, the Grand Canyon isn't something you climb.
Do you call it Grand
Yeah, you guys are
Canyon?
Is it something you fall into?
Yeah, it's
that's
giant.
also
Sorry.
that works.
Yeah, Chelsea's tongue didn't work for a second.
My tongue doesn't work a lot of the time.
I mean, the tongue could work if you really just tried harder. But I mean, you can climb up the Grand Canyon, and then you can just crawl up the crevice. That's all I gotta say.
There's a guy who lost his hand in the Grand Canyon. Don't go.
Did I remind myself the other day, why the f?
I'm not interested.
I mean, I gotta fucking stop showing.
Val, are you gonna meet Alyssa?
No, Spooky may opt for Matt to pick him up so he does women connection.
That's really rude. Oh my
That's
god,
really
can
smart.
you go in the
That's smart.
go in the trunk and
We're all in here. I believe in discreetness. So
and then give her my number.
I actually.
So I think you're pretty lying. Your wife? I'm professional. What the fuck?
Mine is through, hey, babe, remember that guy who picked me up from the airport in Vegas? His wife is Val.
Yeah, that's not the type of coven.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, fucking hell, that was just
Debbie, I wonder why you were talking.
dude.
No, and she goes through these fucking mountain roads. I don't know what the fuck.
She goes through
Go
the
ahead.
collar on her horse.
We have a perfect ratio, and they're saying like,
No,
we
we need to get rid of some of you guys. There's too many men.
Poop them, Val.
I
What a centipede is and what they're like with 4 women.
I'm so confused. Was it like the legs of the centipede?
I think
no, they were one, Jimmy.
The women were a centipede.
They were all one. Yeah.
They were all one centipede.
I don't want to think about this. This makes me remember that movie, and I'm trying to eat chips.
Okay, Demi, they were all eating each other out. Okay, and their arms and their legs were everywhere, but they were all.
Ew. How do you do that? How do you physically, I'm like the wheels are turning, but I'm not generating, the math is not mathing.
I know how it's done, Debbie. Okay, so I lay on my back, and then
No, don't use us as examples, please.
No, please do, Josie. Go ahead.
Jesse!
Go ahead. All right, Josie. You lay on your, okay, we're so far. You lay on your back and then what?
And then there's another girl who face down in me. And then she's face down.
Oh.
And then there's underneath that girl, and then smiling back and forth like that, making a circle.
That is some mental picture. Wow.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for explaining that.
No, genuinely, thank you for explaining it because I could not comprehend. I thought they were like laying in a circle.
Come on, baby.
Circle could work too. I think. Be long.
Who's whistling?
I'm whistling at Demi. She's not listening to me.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
I'm here. Val, if you would be so kind as to please do a reading for me because my relationship status has undergone surgery today.
Surgery.
Yeah, emergency armpit surgery.
Oh,
More like
what the fuck?
decapitation. But okay.
Oh, no, it was not a decapitation.
What did you do to it?
Armpit surgery. Don't Demi.
I'm just asking.
Well, let's just see.
Spooky, isn't that the right question? What did you do?
No.
No,
The correct question is what happened. Oh yeah. Okay. What happened? I'm learning.
you talk in Spanish too. ¿Qué pasó?
Shut up, all of you. Let Val read.
Oh, yeah. Do you want me to pull cards for you?
Wait, are we done?
Don't you know more about tarot than I do?
Yes, I do, but I don't want to do my own tarot readings. I don't want to.
Okay, but you're gonna impose your.
Demi, just deposit some eth in that wallet up in the jumbotron.
Is that your wallet?
To do. That's for too amazing to take.
No.
I was doing a fundraiser right now.
Hell nah.
We're trying to have fun in Vegas, bro.
That's at the hop down. You need your hop.
Oh.
Oh yeah, too amazing. If you wanna go on a date with me, you have to buy a hops.
Hey yo, if she
I'll buy
can,
one, don't worry. I'll buy one so you don't want to buy one.
if she can fix me, can the doctor fix me?
No.
You cannot be fixed, bro. Algo torcido ya no puede ser endurecido, bro.
No puedo. Can she fix me or the doctor fix me better? I don't know. I need to get fixed. I need a quick fix.
Go to a veterinarian.
Yeah, bro.
Actually, I didn't think about that.
We all have the same thought right now. Hilarious.
I'm going to the vet then. Hopefully they put me in the dog cage. I have a secret.
Yeah, tell us.
If you're a good old year, Santa brings you a present.
Damn, I fucked up already.
Yeah, next year.
Santa brings me a present every year.
Yeah, what are you asking this year?
Especially during the year.
Yeah, what are you asking this year?
I'm on the naughty list, and that's exactly where I want to be. So yeah.
I'm on the naughty list every year, and I still get presents.
Exactly.
So I think it's bullshit.
So everybody who says I see on the good list, you don't know that the bad list is just as good.
No.
It's better.
I'd be surprised that I handle the naughty list distribution.
No, shut the fuck up. Don't lie to me, bro.
Damn.
Good. Then send me a Macy this year, sir. Since you're on top of it.
Oh wait, fuck, I'm right, Daddy.
Prices went down, by the way.
I mean, I'm just gonna waive it immediately, but I would like for you
Demi.
to- What? I mean, I'm gonna keep it forever.
Oh my god, that was making me nervous. There's too many cards.
And now there's
Yeah, well, I'm ready for some blackjack, bro. It sounds like Val's about to deal that shit out.
Val's about
Poker
to
this Friday.
read my life.
Hey, I want to sign up for poker.
Yeah, pull up.
I have one of those bunnies.
Yeah, get a bunny. Carrot Cartel on Friday. Val is doing a tutorial.
You don't have to have a bunny to play, but Miss P would like you to buy one.
Yes,
Don't
that's
you have
what I
one,
meant by
Val?
that.
The one we purchased?
No, we sold it because all of you didn't want to keep it. I was the only one who wanted it. Fucking
Yeah, dickwad.
Yeah, when nobody was, all the community was down that time, bro. Nobody was talking to us.
we're still
And there's another
we're in a
3 too, Izzy. There's 3 of them.
Ooh, I like
Three,
that.
and then they're gonna put one on
I like
or
that.
some shit like that. Down those
Wait.
videos.
Wait, you said there's 3 what?
So I forget his name, but he's a green visor guy, and he bought 3 putting one up for poker.
But
Oh,
I
big
personally
water-
really like the sneakers for the shoulders. That's probably one of my favorites.
That skateboard is horrible.
Which one?
Okay.
The gold?
Demi,
The gold? Oh, okay.
so
Because again,
Waterboard or motorboat?
does it
Wait,
say
everyone
Motorboat.
shut up.
me?
Stop.
It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. Is that what it says?
no, you're represented by the Sun, the Three of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords external to you, so that's the energy coming in. So things are moving really quickly. Pursuing directness, pursuing a relationship with directness and intensity, exciting energy, though pacing may bring balance. There's a warmth and positivity in the connection. It's about looking forward and expansion.
Ooh, the song just came in too. Watch out.
Rock and roll.
Demi's reading is getting a little spicy now.
With
That
it has a
crazy
soundtrack, dude. It's got a fucking soundtrack.
I think the biggest problem that I'm here is like that I see here is like imbalance between the excitement for the connection. It's a little like rushed, impulsive, but it's there's like a foundation that's already started, but then there's also like your whole life that you're moving forward. The excitement is good, but it can lead to like miscommunication or skipping steps. So balance is like the biggest challenge. Both of you have to watch for inconsistency or someone being too busy to fully invest. And then it's putting you in a state with the Hierophant reverse. So the connection doesn't follow traditional rules. That can be freeing, but also can lead to like mismatched values around commitment, family, long-term goals. If one wants traditional stability while the other resists structure, conflict.
Interesting.
Bro, we're screwed. We're true Aries. We're fucked. Just shoulder all the way, and they'll figure it out later.
This,
Yeah,
this says, this
how I
says
like to
that
do
you
it.
pay attention to whether cooperation is balanced or one-sided.
I do. I'm always acutely aware of that.
Oh, the Seven of Swords reverse. So like upright, it means that you're like juggling a bunch of different things. Oh, it is reversed. Sneaky behavior, hidden agendas, desires to come clean, be honest, or release past deceit. Being caught, guilt, past mistakes coming to light. One or both people having a history of avoidance, and it's now surfacing. So, updated, what to watch for. Moving too fast, balancing and juggling priorities, value alignment, cooperation, and transparency.
Wait, so is this also like can you tell her if her current relationship is good for her or not? Or is that too specific?
I don't work from that perspective. Like, I can get a feeling for how committed the person is to continuing a connection.
Can you ask that?
Well, I already know
specifically?
you are.
No, not me.
But
What
the
about
other way.
person?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the connection opportunity is still there, so the other person's willing to participate too. Even if it seems unrealistic. Nine of Cups. It's represented by Nine of Cups. He can try to act as hard as he wants.
Ha! Ha ha! Okay.
What's hiding there? What's hiding behind there? Queen of Cups and Lovers. Very
Oh.
fun. Strength,
wow.
the moon. Look, this is all major arcana in this little deck right here. Three of Swords reversed. It means that you, like, I don't know. It's a little bit of both of you being in denial. Attaching to, like, past versions of yourselves.
Yeah, it's not just the river in Egypt, Demi.
What does that mean, Spooky? What does that mean?
There's an imbalance, like, I mean, I'm impartial always, but there is an imbalance when it comes to the energy you're contributing and the reciprocity. And I don't have to know anything about your relationship to know that.
Wow. Oh man.
You're fulfilling all your needs, emotional, physical, intellectual.
I'm not. Did you say I'm not?
You are. So like intellectual is a little bit there, but all your other needs are, you're fulfilling them yourself. So like when a woman comes to me and let's say I know nothing about their relationship, if they're in a relationship, what I can tell them, what I'm picking up with those three things is like if you're in a relationship, your partner isn't meeting your needs.
Ugh.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Stop laughing, spooky.
I can see your face right now, just looking out into the abyss right now, like God damn it.
But you know, if we go back to the surrounding energy of it, it's a good connection. And you're starting with a fairly good foundation. There's just a lot of
shit.
Yeah. There's
Oh,
an
man.
imbalance in abundance perspective. You are half glass full. He's half glass empty.
What about other potential relationships she's missing out on?
No, Miss P, you don't do that.
God damn it!
No, grass is greener. That's a horrible trap.
But Val, you told me that about my cousin. There's something else waiting.
Look, the more time you spend around a person, the more likely it is that you will become attached and unwilling to leave the comfort of cycles that you have perpetuated with that person.
And that's why you should never.
So look. So, and what they need from an intimate partner, like I look at the top three, right? And like, those are your non-negotiables.
Mm-hmm.
For you, I flop back and forth between physical and emotional connection being at the very fucking top. And
Very top. Yeah.
it's family first. So like family is the umbrella, and then your personal intimate pleasure physically and emotionally. And then they could be a complete fucking idiot. Like you don't really care about intellectual, but that's nice. Like, and they have to have like some type of brawn, even if it's not like physical, like strength. There has to be like this inner
Ability.
fundamental strength. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not gonna be with a bitch.
No.
So those are your non-negotiables. Like those are your negotiables. Like that's it. Like when you see one of those violated, it's usually best to move on before you're too attached to it, like intertwined. Easier said than done. And I always say you can tell spirit to fuck off because that's the beauty of free will.
Yeah. Fuck off. I'm gonna hurt myself if I want to. No, I'm just kidding.
I had a psychic tell me to walk away from Matt before we were married. She said that he brought something back with him from the war. He was a baby soldier right after 9/11, saw horrific things. And she's like, he brought back something bad. And I'm like, I can fix it!
Okay, Josie.
But you did know, Val.
Hey, I can fix them eventually.
Yeah,
Take
fuck you,
your time.
Sweetie.
But it wasn't even about fixing him. It's more about being,
Accepting who they are.
yeah, and being patient too, and letting him catch up. And then he has been patient with me and like let me catch up to him. Like it's all this balance and flow.
Yeah, that's what you guys misinterpret when we say I can fix him. It's more of I can make him feel comfortable with me so he can stop feeling like he has to hide who he is. I accept him even though he has a dirty past because I know he's trying to be a better person. But some people are just shitty.
Oh, we all have dirty pants.
Cheeseburger.
We cannot fix everyone. We do not want to
But
be
the
their
problem
mothers.
is, you don't know which one's shitty and which one's not, so then you just waste time.
Yeah. It worked out for Val, but that's one of those,
No, but be careful
it's
what
not
you ask.
the common thing.
Like, I remember just throwing it out there one day, like bring me a man in a truck that bumps, like with the bass and speakers, who loves me more than I, so that I can fully commit without worry of being broken. Because my first love was when I left my house for moved in with him and his family, and he did a number on me.
Oh, that was the guy you asked for?
Here he came along with his truck and his
So sometimes comfortable and relaxed and chill vibe is the thing to go for.
Mm-hmm. And now I think I love him more than he loves me.
No,
But be careful what you ask for.
That's how a marriage is, though, right, Val?
Relax is too amazing. Is that what you're trying to say?
No. Speaking to someone else in the audience, Val, I think that what was I fucking gonna say? God damn it! Now I lost it. I have Alzheimer's.
Don't smoke.
Val, that's what I was gonna.
Damn, all of them just told you the same shit.
Marriage does a lot of twists and turns, right? Val, things just sometimes he's on top, I'm on top. It's just a lot of fucking a lot of twists and turns, bro.
Oh, we know, MSP. You tell us all the
Marriage
time.
is a fucking trip. No, but I get what she's saying. There was a time that my husband, oh my God, he was fucking obsessed. And I was like, Jesus Christ, get away from me for a second. And then I don't know what happened that it turned around on me. And then I was like, wait, what?
Hey, can I have
now we're in a different place.
Can I have a conversation real quick? Can I have
Shoot. Let's go.
So Demi, if you'd be so kind to enlighten me, are you more of a giver or a taker? Not necessarily in the bedroom, but both.
I think
She's an anticipator, spirit says.
yeah.
And she pays attention. You don't gotta tell her twice.
Yeah, so both because of those two things, which are both true. I think both. I think I try to. I don't have to try because I very intuitively do both at the appropriate times. What about you?
Yeah, I think it's an Aries thing. I didn't know how to word it until you and Val said it, but yeah, it's basically the same thing. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm trying because I know right, feels right.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing, whatever.
Yeah.
But that makes sense.
But I wonder if that's an Aries thing, though, because you guys seem to be really,
we're action driven.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing is, but I feel like Aries don't get enough credit for intuition. I mean,
We know, bro. I agree. We know.
Yeah. We do. And the thing is we're so good at people watching. We don't even need to watch long. We just, we know so much instinctively with so little, just body language, eye contact, you know what I mean? And I feel like, we just don't get the credit we deserve on that. But yeah, so to go back to what you said, Spooky, I think that it's a lifetime of, and to some extent, I think for a lot of us too, those are skills we learned from trauma. You know what I mean? Some of them are coping tools that we developed really early because they made life safer, they made home safer, they made whatever safer, or whatever it might be. But they translate into adulthood, in ways I think if you allow them to to be used for positive, like you and your job, for example, those skills come in, I'm sure, countless times every day, right?
Oh, they help, yeah.
And in relationships as well, whether they're platonic or romantic, I think, we kind of intuitively know when to give and when to take, when we need to back off, when, we need to show up 75% instead of, 50, because that's what is needed in the moment or whatever. So, yeah,
I have to do that though to have your partner respond. To have to pull back on the way that you're caring for that person so that they kind of are wait a minute, what's happening? And then start showing up for you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no,
and
100%. I think Debbie was just herself though, right? Like just in general. Like yes, I always tell you we're either all the way in or we're all the way out. Like it's not a
absolutely.
I'm not gonna half-ass it, right? But if I go all the way,
You want to nurture and maintain the connections that you both have, right? Like
yeah,
that no longer serves you. That approach no longer serves you. It has to be recycled. You know.
Well, that's the thing that Demi knows that. Like, they're so smart that they fucking know what's going on, but they don't push the button.
we may look
But we
oblivious,
do have
but
a
we're not.
boundary. And we do have a boundary, though. Like, there is I don't know. I mean, sometimes it's really obvious, I think, to us, and then sometimes it's more abstract. And then when we get there, we just call time. You know what I mean? But like,
Yeah, but I think it's due to you guys loving hard.
we do.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, loving too hard. That would make sense.
I'm gonna get you.
Damn. The soundtrack is really soundtracking right now.
Music is part of my like how I read. So it's
Yeah,
That's
earlier-
such an airy song too, one way or another. Like,
That's how I knew earlier when you were doing my reading when it had the Stevie Nicks song on. I was like, okay, I still need my freedom. I can't. I'm sorry, too amazing.
Yeah, Val, I forget what song it was on. Val was like, "Are you sure I'm gonna do it right now? This song is on." I'm like, "Yeah, I can run it."
That Lexi /
creative.
Gorilla Man. Did he buy a hop?
He might
Buy a
have
hop.
things.
I'm actually here right now. Let me double check on my work computer, and I can tell you 1
I
second.
thought you were at work.
I am, but my work computer has my own wallets.
Your work consists of you being on a horse somewhere in the middle of nowhere. I'm on
That-
to you.
That's part of it. So 10 minutes ago, one was Bob with a kind of banger backwards hat, red ears,
Yeah, it's hell.
Yeah, then that is his.
That's babe.
and it goes back.
What else is in the wallet?
If we go to the abstract, nothing. A page.
That sucks dick. Like, to be honest, like, I was sitting up here like, oh, it'll get better. I was like, fuck, dude, today, bro, this morning, I was longing. No, you put a $50,000 loan in, you get up 20 grand, you're sitting there for 15 minutes selling 2K at a time. Like, are we fucking that ass, bro? Like, it's dog shit. Yeah, dude, yeah, like, I feel like I just fucking done it. All of a sudden, the chick I was looking at's like, like I said it. Good. Okay, this is my thesis, man. Okay, like realistically, no matter what, it doesn't matter. But I think my thesis was I think XPL is a $5 token at least. Humbly, I think it's a $5 token. And I was thinking, okay, at $1, that's 5x, and at $2 on Aster, that's $10. And I was like, okay, what happens more realistically and probably sooner is $5 on XPL than $10 on Aster. So it's like, fucking, I'm rotating.
There's like a live stream that the world, my bad, like White House just posted literally a executive order. And for those who don't know, the powers that the president has, he can call us to fucking religions. Let's see. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, I'm not getting drafted, bro. They took my gallbladder. They got my appendix. I'm missing hella organs and shit, bro. They are not drafting my ass, bro. I have like a
But I'm
Dude,
trans now for the record.
they'll give me anything, and yeah, I will actually take estrogen to not go to war. Actually, so
afraid to be single. I travel everywhere. I do things with friends. It is sometimes what you see your friends like they having the partner and doing, but you can do it with friends. You can do it by yourself. Don't be afraid to be single. Use the time to do something fantastic for yourself. So when you are in a relationship, you don't come from love. I didn't do that. I didn't do that because I'm waiting for that partner to come and fulfill me. just do it for yourself. So when he comes, you have something to show and something to create with the other person. So I'm not afraid. I love being single. When the right guy comes and he has the same values and the same, wants like me, welcome. If not, I'm not settling for nothing less than what I've created.
Have you met my friend Jeremy?
You guys are
I have been enjoying being single for 5.5 years. I am good. I'm so good. I'm so good. I'm good. Thank you though.
You guys are all young, so I'm looking for a mature man. You are younger. You are my daughter's age. So
How old are you, Jeremy?
I'm not saying my age. I'm too old.
I'm 50. So
I'm 54, and Donica, I think, is a little bit younger than me.
yeah, I'm about to say I don't think I can be your kid. It's funny.
I was looking at Donica's kid. I'm like, she'd be a good mom. I'm like, oh, my mama's
Jeremy,
Donica.
her baby.
Donica, I need a mama.
Oh, I will adopt you. I do everything with my daughter. I go in Pittsburgh on weekends. We make things ready, and during the week I have always I do even activities, see a friend. I'm alone, so it's very rarely that I don't do things. I always go because life is too short to waste the time. And just
All
do
right.
it. And if you want to relax, do nothing.
Good, thank you. How are
But
you?
always keep your eyes open to look for that. And if you don't look for it, just be open.
Going to international.
That is actually very lovely. It's true. You read my mind here. But Donna, that was so lovely. Hopefully we are all happy to be single, which is not true. But let's manifest. Let's manifest it. So we will go to Miss G, obviously, but let's say hi to Barbara. Because Barbara became an unexpected co-host today. But Barbara, how do you feel? How today? And so you've been married for so long. Do you have any idea why even that man wants to be in a relationship so badly?
Well,
I think that biologically
that's what we call it.
I've always been a believer that if something should happen in my situation, I mean, there's no way I can see myself. My particular situation is the opposite sex.
Yeah.
But yes, that's what I would say. Great, single is your question. I think that it's because we're meant to be doing things we do. I think people do that. I think it's easier to come together and
Yeah.
I guess
But even us,
sorry, Johnny, I but that's just my belief. Oh, but I got the thumbs down. You're amazing. Yeah, I mean, that's what I would say. I'm actually at the ship trying to figure out how to get my cars here. So sorry about that, guy.
Do you find your house?
He just likes to hear the TV running with noise in the background. And for me, I can't. I would rather just not have any. You know what I mean? There are just times where I just want to have peace and quiet. Sometimes I can, but yeah, I just I'm into education. He's into politics for some reason.
Oh, nice.
What happens if you want to sleep on the left?
All right.
Okay, so you kind of like being single. It's nice. You can sleep on your side of the bed. You can have the dog sitting there with you. You can go sleep with the lights on, the lights off. That's weird being single as well. You do whatever you want. So you have the best of both worlds. Actually, that's pretty cool.
Huh? Yeah. They're not.
Yes, he wants the world. Yes, he does.
You guys we have space, but eventually you go back to the school. Like, you know, go back. Yeah, that's except back back. There's guys, you know, on the stage. But you know, money is not here. But guys, you stick with space. Money to stick with space. Try to stay like 30 minutes late.
Attitude.
pray for me. Please. Pray for
No, they need to pray for Elizabeth because Miss G's almost finished the magazine. She's about to unload.
Yeah, I'm gonna shout out. I just say that because I was asking you how really nice, and I said yes, and really that he was not but we had to talk. So I excuse me, this was being wealthy. So I took the opportunity to take the excuse. But thank you. Yes, please let's go to this quickly. Because I'm not, my hearings are not in right now. I'm not really hearing. It's true, and I'm not gonna say anything. Just peace in this space. So Miss G, please go ahead. That was perfect. I wanted to say something. Yes, I wanted to say things about what Dominica said, but now she's on that listeners. I agree with what you said. But also, if you are single, there's a reason you're single. You shouldn't see it as bad or good. You are single for a reason, or you are married for a reason. You have decided to be single, and guys, I took myself out to this yesterday. I've never gone by myself, okay? And I put myself, and I said, you will not look at the phone. You just gotta be in your room full of strangers by yourself because you have to go through this. Next stop is gonna be like I'm gonna wear dress and a reservation for a restaurant. There's no phone allowed. You cannot hide behind the phone. You have to socialize. You cannot hide behind the relationship as well. I think people are afraid to be single. I think people are afraid to be by themselves. They cannot stand being alone. So they have to make themselves like you have friends, you create this bubble and you feel it with people inside and you are never actually alone with yourself. It is a scary experience if you don't know what you want. And in those moments you can create actually your own world. You can add complementary things for people once you are okay with it. So it is okay to be single, not to be afraid to be single. If you have not found the right person, why you should be in the wrong relationship just for the sake of being single? That's the worst thing that you can put yourself through. And most people, they do not like the company. We are actually very boring creatures, all of us. Like, we are fun when we drink, we are fun when we are around people, but when we are by ourselves, you just stay on your phone, you do nothing, you don't do anything for yourself. So take care of yourself first, and then you can get out to it. And when people find out that you are a very interesting person by yourself, they will be more interested in adding value into your life. If you are dependent on other people or having a good time, or if you have, like, I don't drink alcohol to have a good time, I am crazy like I am. I don't need to shake my ass on the table with alcohol. That's fun. I can have, I never done that actually. Hashtag true. Not giving a free show. What's this? It agrees. But I have friends and they're afraid of being single. And I see that they're too desperate going after finding someone just because they don't want to be alone. I had a lot of people coming asking me out, but I have the confidence side of me, and I know that what I want right now to be in a relationship. And why should I be judged for doing that? Like, you are miserable in yours. Why do you want company? Do you want to see me miserable as well? Like, yes, you don't love me if you just find the man, find the guy that loves you. Yeah, okay, easy. Let's scan the perimeter and find one, and let's get both in our misery. No, it doesn't work like that. You are having your friend time, you're having your job or whatever. When you go home, do you feel okay with yourself? Do you feel
feel like there's something missing. Okay, if you feel you want love, you want to share this life with someone, okay, let's decide what you're gonna do about it. Do you want to go out? Do you want to meet him through social media? Do you want to meet him in real life? Make yourself available, but don't judge people left and right because they did not do the same things that you did. They have another story to live, another story to tell. So that being said, there are a lot of people that are single in here that they used to be in a relationship. You know why they're single? Because they did not like that kind of relationship. That tells a lot about society. We are pushed into a very young age to go into a relationship, not thinking it very well. Most of the people I have, like one child or two or whatever, making it more difficult to get actually the right person. Why? They are afraid to be single. You are afraid to be yourself. You push it like I'm going to fight for this. And I'm thinking, take your time, find your person, and do what you want to do. Not push it because other people want you to. That's all I have to say. I love Steph. I love Elizabeth. I love Ivana. You know, let's face it. I love you guys. Yeah, of course. I'm not stupid one. I'm 40. I'm different days when I'm busy. The language, but I know what I'm saying. It's enough. Like that. I don't know. Are there, but then I have a few mates, they're single, friends of mine. They will keep themselves busy, like calling friends. They take bedtime, so they go to bed and they are not alone. I myself, let me in the couch for hours. I will enjoy being by myself, like nobody talks to me. Enjoy it. If I want to go out and see the sun, I go back in. Enough time for people to socialize. You know, I don't mind being alone. It's when I'm around people that I get more peace than actually being alone. Because they like, oh, can we go out for coffee and you have to have these conversations or you have to be somewhere else. Thank you very much. You know, you have to do all this socialization. I'm in my underwear. I can even make going around, enjoying life, and not have to say anything to anyone. Yeah, this is life for me. I am enjoying it. But when people ask me out, and then I say, okay, good, what kind of day? Yeah. Is it the one else? Why should I bother waste his time and my time as well? It's something that I'm not going to.
Exactly. Okay. I'll call you up. I know people are jealous of us right now because we're living the life. No codependency, we would never live house naked, we would never listen to a TV show, restaurant, whatever.
Now that's another topic. Like, there are days when I say, fuck it, you know, I just pick one, just maybe my people pick one. After, I'm like, shut the fuck up. If you activate, get active, there's love. I'm just being
I can do too. I mean, that's coming in, right?
I don't think I said there are moments that you think that I said just pick one. There are so many, just pick one. One of them should do the job. Afterwards, I say, no.
Oh my god, guys, I bought a little bit
just but like I it's like the sacrifice that you made, you know, like the sacrifice of my space that you made, it wasn't like worth it. So like I is that
Rushing it, you know.
okay, that was deep guys, and that's called Barbara. Barbara is a couple something good for us. Give the word to Barbara and then to Chase, to Mystica, and Lex. Oh my god, everyone wants to talk. So lovely. I love everyone who raised their hand. Clark, I think you raised the hand too. So even if you didn't, I'm gonna go to you as well. So please, anyway, Barbara, go ahead.
They would give a question, maybe she's crazy. You're gonna be like, what the hell did she tell you? Is you there? You listening? I'm gonna answer for you.
I went to sleep. It was actually very fun.
That's what I said, because she told me like, are you crazy? I don't think we can watch it.
If Elizabeth will give me 2 minutes, I will give the story. If not, I will shut the fuck up and give it to me again.
But now you guys have your TikTok. Now please go ahead and say.
I went a little bit late because I decided last minute I was like, should I go or should I? I said, okay, I sit there, go ahead, let's see the movie. It was late. I go and I see that my seat is between two guys. Fine, okay, easy. They are both in relationships. They're girls with them. So I sit in the middle, start the movie. I have my popcorn, my water, and I sit like nicely, minding my own business. Minute number 2, it's a jump scare, and I throw my popcorn in the air and grab the guy from the right thigh and head. I grabbed him, like I saw the first chance to.
She was best in that relationship.
That was a reflex. Like I saw a guy protect me. That it was survival mode on. He started laughing, and he was like, you could see in his face, he was enjoying that shit too much because I got not only scared, I jumped from my seat. My hands were in the air, my legs were in the air. My boobs got full of popcorn. So I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't do it on purpose. It's okay. I'm again watching this way.
I would say like,
it's not like
your ass up, I'm sitting there, he's grabbing my thigh, not yours.
Oh, it gets better. Trust me, the story gets better.
She started kissing him, and she almost was sitting up of him at some point. And I'm like, okay, we could share him, but if you want to be this way, like 15 minutes pass, jump scare again. Grab the guy by the head again. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm doing this. He was a tall guy, and the left was a short one. So I went for the guy that would protect me the best in this kind of scenario. He was smiling. He was smiling from year to year, from the beginning to the end of the movie. At some point, I was like, with my hand in front of my face, I was so scared. I said that you're not gonna get me again on this shit, and he was like, don't worry, are you okay? He was asking me all the time. She did not like that shit. I wish she would be more understanding. I would not have left with him that night in any ways. Nothing that would happen would make me leave with him. But if she would be a little bit more cooperative, she could come and sit on my lap. We could have watched the movie all together. I didn't mind. It was a nice experience. Say to all of you guys, you could go and do that. Please don't go and catch Christelle's husband or man because she does tolerate it. But yeah, the entire you should have seen the both men were looking at me picking my popcorn from my mouth. They went in the air and inside. Oh God, no. They were watching me. I was being very careful to take them out. I do not know what the guy actually left earlier. She said that this was the time. I enjoyed it. I came. I thought she would do that. She wanted to do that, but she didn't do it. She didn't want to do it. I didn't choose to see it. It was paid for me to wear the night and yes.
Yeah, gentlemen. Thank you.
Crazy. If I can't shoot it out, I don't mess with these things.
I just do this thing. Nice eating through these scary movies, but that seems to work for me. But I can't wait to watch this this new one that
Yeah,
you just
it's
watched.
called Don't Go. That's how you get away from it.
Exactly. I don't put myself through it, not because I'm scared. I'm not scared of the movie. It's a movie set, but it's because I know the demonic realm is real and I don't invite any of that into my life. But that's Hollywood. Like, Hollywood wants to shove that down our throats. Like, oh, okay. Disney World is
Are we going to go to hands or no? No hands.
Look, Mom, no hands. You're not co-host. I'm not either. So let's give it to Elizabeth.
Okay, let's go to hands. Because actually, Oni vouched for Relax and said he's the hilarious speaker style. So just for you to know that that's the reason why, every single one to meet us. But yeah, so Jay, please, my lovely friend, tell me what you wanted to say.
So nucleotide polymorphism within your epigenetic DNA. It follows your family line, of course, because we're dealing with genes. But this epigenetic DNA, once it wakes up, it does not stop feeding the brain. So hence it creates this locality of properties in people. Now think of a primal state where mom pops too many pills and lays in bed all day. Dad's a drunk, and when he comes home, half the time he beats you. So you develop through this type of trauma, and not to say this is psychological at all, it's neurological. You start to develop a sense of empathy. Is Dad going to beat me today? Can I have a conversation with him using his own feelings that I'm picking up on in order to weasel my way out of a daily beating? Now there's intuitive ability where Dad's not even home yet, and you're well aware you're going to get beat today. So you can use empathy and intuitive ability to kind of learn how to protect yourself. Step 3, the synchronicities. You can pick up on how days usually are, situations usually are, and if things are a little bit disarray, you're going to know things are going to be a little bit different. That one's a little bit harder to explain because there's so many. I'll put it to you this way. My last occasion. I go to the grocery store. Groceries are extremely expensive. I only want to buy 5 things for my recipe. And I'm going to stick to that. No more cakes, no more ice cream, just my recipe. I walk by the black beans and my intuitive structure stops me. My synchronicity structure stops me. And I'm staring at a can of black beans like I'd found a pot of gold. I have to have these black beans. Well, guess what, guys? I don't eat black beans. I don't cook Mexican at home. I know some Mexican ladies that own a restaurant that just rock my world. Those are my go-to chicks. It's great food. Why ruin it by cooking Mexican at home? So I grabbed the damn black beans. I'm pissed off because I had to go through this whole situation when I'm just trying to grocery shop. I get home and put those black beans way in the back of my cabinet because I know I'll never use them. And I'm mad at myself for buying them. 20 minutes later, my neighbor Nathan knocks on my door and says, "Hey, me and the wife are making Mexican tonight. Do you happen to have a can of black beans?" Now, this can be discounted as coincidence all day long, but when it happens all the time, you've got to stop discounting yourself and pay attention a little bit. Now, we experiencers, we often live in cognitive dissonance. We put ourselves always in mental check. I don't want to be a crazy person. But wouldn't it all be great if we were just all crazy? We can get a $1,000, $1,200 a month check for free, little Thorazine for, to make life interesting. What would I say cognitive dissonance? Would it more be that we're masking a lot of the time? Like, I feel like, neurodivergent people, they more mask and have to hide their true selves rather than being in cognitive dissonance. I think it's probably more masking. What do you think?
Oh no, Darren, it's definitely both. It's definitely both. Quintessential experiencers are where we are camouflage. We can fit into every situation, every social situation possible. And the reason being is because we're so different that no social situation will fit into us. So we learn to adapt very quickly in social situations.
I'm saying that all the time. For so long, I felt like I was just a misfit. But then it got to a point where I realised actually I could fit in anywhere. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. No one's going to fit into Darren, so you have to go the extra mile and be a steward and go further than most people do in order to be in social situations with other people, because you're hiding the largest part of yourself, and you're hiding it from yourself as well. That's another thing that we do a lot. Make it go away so we can be a normal human being. But it's something very deep within us, and we push it down deep within us. And on top of that, on a mental stats check to make sure we are not, experiencing delusions or whatever, we're always checking that through cognitive dissonance. No, that didn't happen. No. Experiencers is to kind of walk away from the cause and go ahead and be in control now, where you can live a duality. You can learn to balance two lives, but if you don't feed them both, your heart's going to be too heavy to operate the way it should be, and it falls into depression, alcoholism, drug use, and things of that nature. It's just very, very heavy on us experiencers. We've got to find a way. By the way, Ursula, since I'm having this conversation, I am right in the middle of building the largest support group / the ground up. It's not affiliated, X or anything like that.
Had an MRI. It wasn't an MRI. It wasn't the tunnel scan, the medical scan, and it was for my heart. And I had to stop them halfway through it because and I've had MRIs before, don't get me wrong. I had the most frightening experience of this pinging, like it's almost like I felt like I had metal or something in my head that the machine was picking off of. Like if you do an MRI, you're not allowed to wear any jewellery or anything else. I've never had anything done in my head ever. I don't have earrings, nothing. And I had to stop the machine because I'm like, no. This is the worst pain ever. Something is in my head. And I had to just stop it. And I just didn't know if any experiences that have been through the MRI have felt that pain or that pinging in their head. It was so localized that I had to stop it. It was really frightening. I was like,
Tell her about the anomaly, because remember you were saying to me about I need to have the MRI thing to check if I'm an experiencer. Explain that to Katie, right?
Oh no, she nailed it on the head. How many? 100% of the time. And here's
no way.
Yeah,
seriously, I'll mute my mic.
Yeah, here's the reason why. Your brain, because it's got a different neurology, it's going to have a different psychology as well. But on top of that, we found in EEG studies that our brains are producing baseline, right? baseline 30 hertz. Now, average people are way lower, but for some reason, experiencers create an electromagnetic field with their brain at 30 hertz instead of what everyone else is carrying around. Interacting with that machine causes that very, very terrible feeling, and I know exactly what you're talking about. You just want to. Yeah, you want to fight your way out of the damn thing, but no, that is incredibly normal. There are implants that have been found that cannot be removed. I don't want to scare you because it may not be the case. Deep in the nasal cavity, in the direction of your motor function. Now, Dr. Christopher Green, now at Stanford University, has been involved with UFOs and experiencers for almost 40 years now. And I don't know who he reports to, but he doesn't report to the public or any official that I'm aware of, has removed over 300 implants. And I was asked not to say that. And I was like, no, I'm not a gatekeeper. I'll say it. And so he's not interested in bodily implants anymore. He's only interested in, most of the time, non-removable implants that are close to the motor function in the nasal cavity. They believe it's producing an electromagnetic field that is literally training the motor function of the experiencer brain.
Wow. I honestly, I will send you my medical notes, and I just to prove it, I had to stop it because it was I couldn't explain it. I was like, no, I've got to get out. And it's not from claustrophobia, anything like that. It was the worst pain on the right-hand side near the front of my head. And it was like being shocked. It was like being zapped. But I want to cry because no one's ever understood that before. They were like, they just had no idea what I was talking about. But no one's ever understood that before. And so thank you for making me feel a bit more.
And this is why we need to have these conversations. This is why it's important, right, Eric?
Oh man, that's exactly why. That's exactly why. I've spoken to. I've worked with people in over 130 countries now. I get very little sleep. My passion is this because when it happened to me, I looked around and there was no help whatsoever. So I have taken every moment of my life, instead of trying to get rich and have a great retirement and this and that, I've put my life completely away in pursuit of this. There's too many people that suffer and they are not sure who they are. People deserve to know, and they deserve to know who they are. They deserve to know. And it really upsets me that we're this far behind in our society not to be able to do that. Talk about being a minority. Daz, you got it worse than everybody, but it's
I didn't experience it, right? I know it's right.
I love you.
But what does the zapping mean, Eric? What does that mean? Does that mean I might have an electromagnetic? Sorry, I don't mean to take over, but I don't really understand. Does that mean that some of my experiences, they might have put something in my head, or it's my electromagnetic frequency that causes that? What does it mean?
I believe, and the scientists that I've talked to also believe it's two electromagnetic fields not quite getting along with one another. You've got to imagine that these machines are gauged for a very particular baseline of EEG. So you're shocking it and it's shocking you because, these things are smart now. So yeah, you're gonna experience some discomfort. These machines aren't gauged for your brain. There isn't an MRI machine made for that yet. But the best thing to do is if next time you get a chance to get an EEG, I don't promote lying, but sometimes you do have to tell your doctor you have a constant headache and you just got to get things checked out, But also, if you do go in for an experiencer MRI, if we get a chance to do that, again, I hate to promote drinking, but I would, as long as you don't have a problem or anything like that or a past problem, I would suggest, a few glasses of wine to promote the buzz. And what this does, and we found out by accident because grant money is great. They cover your room, your bar tab, all that stuff. And you don't want to put 50 experiencers in a hotel room and expect nothing to go down. Are you kidding me? So, thank them for picking up the bar tab. But what that actually did was put our motor function at a little bit of a rest. So during the hangover period in the morning, when you're in your hospital gown, your motor function is trying to fight back and wake up and get fully online. And so it shows up on screen much, much brighter, but at the same time, your EEG is going to be a lot lower. So it's just interesting every time I learn something.
Does that mean though that is that physical proof of being an experiencer, or is it that I come from a different realm?
Well, psychologically, it's already proven. What you talk about, I've heard you in other spaces before, so I already know. But yeah, it is a very particular neurology within the motor function that gives you a different psychology and sociology about yourself. It's a part of yourself that you have to mask in normal conversations, but in conversations like these, you can have those. 40,000 years ago, there was a carving, and it's believed it wasn't even carved by humans. It was carved by Neanderthals that estimated it was carved on for about 400 hours. So how are you going to be a hunter-gatherer where everybody relies on you to find everything you can to survive? And you got one guy off in the corner steadily just carving a piece of ivory. Now, this piece of ivory was shaped like a man with a lion's head. Now you can have an explosion of thought. Look at India, the human body with the lion head. Look at Egypt, the human body with the lion head. And here's this Neanderthal that somehow did this. And it's also related into abduction experiences where a small group of people will remember a humanoid with a lion-shaped face or head. So, every 100 years we think we're at the pinnacle of human understanding. And every 100 years we're not only wrong, but we are profoundly wrong. And this go around is our turn.
I just like to add that we have hands.
That's what I was gonna say, Jay. Thank you for that, KT. It's Jay Justice next, isn't it? Yeah. Let me just say hi to Roy, who's come on the stage. Jenny. Oh my God, it's good to see you. CT as well. Science Bob's in the building. Science Bob smashed it in Sim space. I was like, oh my God, Science Bob. Wow. So if he comes up, it'll be even more incredible space. Jay Just. I know she's got an amazing question. So over to you, Jay Dust.
Oh, hi. I missed it, but I know before you were talking about if you're going to be in Skywatcher, be recruited.
Yeah, I've been talking with Alex and Jordan, mostly Jordan. They've got some things to iron out, but I think Bob can handle it.
What? Is Bob in Skywatcher? That's right. Really? That Bob? Not that Bob. Another Bob. That Bob.
No, Science Bob. He made friends a few months ago that he did take on as a collaborator, analyst, and he actually spoke about it in the space. He might come up and speak about it, but yeah, he's amazing.
I'm trying to get him up. He was on that space. He just amazing. I was listening in when I was traveling for about an hour and a half, and everyone was just on Science Bob. Here he is. There he is. Hello, Science Bob.
Do you know if they're going to drop their third release also?
Of Cracker Barrel? I hope so. I love that place.
Yes. I love cheese.
They're working on the third one now. Weaver's departure threw a little monkey wrench into a practice they have. The practice is make sure that nothing they're going to put on the air will reveal a classified project of the United States government. They want everything they want to put on the air has nothing to do with the government. They're working hard to ensure that, and Weaver leaving has made a few more steps necessary.
Have you seen any progress, Bob? Can you talk of any progress that they're making?
There's progress, but I am not the public spokesman.
Oh, it's classified, yeah? Is that what you're saying? It's classified?
No, it's not classified as we have a protocol. And the protocol is what I've said repeatedly. Gary Nolan has instilled scientific discipline, which is data and details are sequestered until the peer-reviewed publication is accepted.
Also, I want to ask now that you're here, Bob. Sorry, I don't want to derail the space, but Average Chris was in a space last night, going over Dylan Boylan. Is that his name? His record and claiming.
I do not wish to discuss Average Chris in this space. You and I can discuss the private stuff. I have nothing for you. So let's look at all these other people that are here before me.
I appreciate that science, Bob, and it's really good to have you lot here. Who was next? Science Bob, right? You guys just come in whenever. We can try and have a free-flowing conversation. I need to loosen the reins.
Please arrive at the pickup point before 7:24 a.m.
So, be over to you guys whenever you want to just come in. Just come in.
Yeah, great. Thanks for hosting this space. It's just awesome to see you guys back together. Like, it's been a minute since we've had a true experience or space, it feels like, you know? And I wanted to talk on a couple of things that Eric and the other lady that was just a few minutes ago were speaking of. I don't know. I think it's important that we don't, whenever we're speaking about being an experiencer, I think it's really important that we do work conscientiously, not to let it sound like it's some kind of elitist, secular kind of special thing, right? Because a lot of people are experiencers and they don't even know it. That graph that Eric just gave us, those 5 different baselines, you know, there's all kinds of people in different levels with their experience with this phenomena that it captures so much more than just seeing lights, right? And I think, I don't know, I really, really, really think that's important to harp on. And as far as the MRIs and stuff like that, I think it's interesting to talk to each other when we find out how many, like, there's so many, like, baseline commonalities. Like, so many of us can feel the pull of a magnet, and most people can't. So many of us can feel when the barometric pressure changes or storms are coming in, those precognitive. There's so many different levels, layers.
About to arrive at the destination, please choose a safe place to park.
It's important that when we're talking about it for people that aren't comfortable or knowledgeable of the content, that we keep that wide range open for them to be able to understand it.
So are you saying like experiencers are the ones that feel the change of barometric pressure, or are you like all humans? Because I mean, a lot of people feel that.
Oh yeah, no, it's just like not even necessarily that. Just little
passengers now at International Terminal 1 with a passenger. Make sure to buckle up.
It changes it as different beats. That's exactly it. And so you can experience something but not know what it is, not know what it's connected to, not understand, right? You can't be subjected to stuff. I think that's kind of it. Wouldn't it be more like, I guess the more experiences you have, the more your awareness grows. So therefore, you could maybe, you know, feel changes in things because you
Going to the airport, Terminal 1.
would be something that would be huge. But if you're not going crazy, right? So that's where we walk that fine line of making sure we don't recognize patterns and things that aren't. So we have to know if we're happy, horny, healthy, hungry, you know, and get rid of all those emotions first. Like we teach our kids, if you're upset about something, are you hungry? Maybe you eat, you'll feel better. Sometimes that will get rid of it. But when there's repetitive experiences that where there's just a line of life that you know cannot be considered normal, it's an awareness, right?
I just want to know.
Yeah, you got me like that. You both got me like that on that one. Sorry about that.
Oh yeah, no worries. You actually said it a lot better than what I could have heard over here. I didn't hear. I was trying to think or something like that. Of course, always.
Hey Bob, I've been meaning to get a hold of you. I'm actually working on a social network, independent social network, nothing but experiencers vetted by myself. There are going to be people all over the world, and I thought maybe you'd be interested in a supposed moderator position in order to kind of put your particular mind on the data points.
Because science Bob isn't just this amazing genius scientist like Roy, as when he's also an experiencer like Roy, as when you go ahead, Roy, we haven't heard that amazing British accent. Oh, it's so hard.
Well, good evening, everybody. How are you this evening? Hopefully you'll find it well, and everybody will be very close to space with them. And well know that we're here. That would be awesome. So, to come up with these questions, that's Jenny, us, Jean, Eric, and everyone. I know. The promotion. My God. Her name's in the title. Oh, boy, hang on. Now, speaking of promotion, Roy has books available with his physics theories, and you should go look up Roy Herbert on Amazon and do the thing. That would be very awesome of you also. Yes, I do. I don't usually come in and don't do something like it. I usually book that's the hydrodynamics of cosmic time. Principle here, which basically expresses time as a fluid-like entity that all things emerge from. Okay, so it's not a new theory, it's about 30 years old, but it's becoming as evidence for deep mind, Newton's deep mind, just did that a couple of days ago as well, which provided actual outline experiment that I outlined. So that's great. So that's right. And we've also just had more of those results I've been posting all day, and I put a paper together today, at least 4 of the moments that which will be being corrected. It's not sort of like an ego thing or anything. It's pretty much common sense. I don't come from the very, I did a lot of physics when I was very young, and then I loved it. Basically, it really fits. Never really fitted me. And I've been into the world of IT and technologies, that sort of stuff. And I recognised there were certain characteristics, things, dynamic behaviours in software, ability. I sort of found a link to it. When I was a kid, that sort of been all together with me. This the account links to this UAP phenomena with everybody's consciousness and all this sort of stuff, visual viewing and all this sort of stuff can now be sort of considered by the mechanics of physics. And there you go. Roy, some things I wish you would dumb down a little bit. I'm not very educated at all, but I try to follow the things you say. Right?
I can dumb it down. Yeah, you see the I wanted people to know I had to ask Roy 12 questions after studying, but including, wait a minute, what does this forget this? And he told me 5. I have a question for Roy. Roy, this is totally great physics. So it's going to be very difficult for anybody with a physics PhD to get into this is leading edge. Okay, if you say time is like fluid, right? What happens when you get time like stuck on you? How do you navigate thinking about it so it's no longer stuck on you? So when you have experiences or like things in your life where you've seen something, you've done something, something's occurred in your life, and sometimes you can process and kind of like what would you do? You change the energy of something into something that is motivating or further pursues your interest in understanding what you want to understand. So I guess it would be like alchemy of your experiences. How like when something is plaguing you, that is some sort of like time, and then when you think of memory, how it's not linear, how it's something that you can almost visit at that same time and restructure, but it still bothers you. I think a lot of people sometimes with a deeper sense of the world around us have a consistent. I wake up sometimes with like say a phrase
And if time is fluid and things are really moving together, and I may have awareness of it, some of the things I don't, I don't know how to, I guess, manage. How do we manage our thoughts when we're in time, and how does time affect our thoughts?
Time affects you. Everything affects you. Essentially, the more complex the problem, essentially, your brain's going slow down to everything. Because there's more information, resistance to information. Determines essentially the reason. So we, as well, information increases, the rate of time slows down. We get to that degree essentially when if you were to get a hardware out of manufacturing, there's absolutely nothing on it going. Okay, your way of expecting. You can now automatic the information face looking at that. Okay, so information, okay, essentially determines the resistance to the power flow determinants. So as you get more, you don't like those moments that you have where lots of things are going on, your adrenaline kicks in and everything. Everybody else seems to be slowing down, and you think that time is slowing down. So wrong. Everything looks slowed down to the point that your brain is processing. Okay, so let's talk about that rate of time essentially in your response in your that affects sense of relativity to the rate.
Well, again, if all of this is fluid, hydrodynamics has lots of things in it that will correspond. There are periodic orbits, there are fixed points, there are places where there's zero velocity and you're stuck there forever, and you don't even need to be a black hole to have zero velocity. Now, 5 dimensions, which Troy has, people don't understand how much pressure there is to the brain. So some of the things I just pointed out are more difficult in 5 dimensions than they would be in 2 or 3. But anyway, you still have those things. You have places where you are stuck. That means you've got zero velocity in your fixed point, or you're stuck in a circle because you're actually in an orbit.
Dude, that's huge. Boom. Da-da! The light just kind of came into the curtains in my mind. Appreciate it.
Consciousness is a coherence in the current temporal electricity opening back upon itself. You can see exactly yourself. Is a coherence of time. Energy is time bound out in potential. Everything is a function of time. Think about its world.
Places where there's no velocity. Think of it. It's not exactly perfect, but it is a good analogy for you having your brain to think of it.
So what kind of tools have we invented so far to actually affect that field? Is there anything that we can affect it, like mechanically slow things? Well, of course we do it on
We do with semiconductive change the transition points from atoms to logically in certain materials. They experience response to bits of time. The inertial gravity is inversely proportional to that. So going to be double. The inertial slow down to research. Then directed anyway. Essentially, space-time, slowing down the region right there. So potentially move by using this directed entropy into
There's a major discovery by cosmologists and astrophysicists after the James Webb Telescope was put into place. So the underlying principles of the explosive birth of the universe that have been used nearly forever is that matter and energy are uniformly distributed over the entire volume of the universe, and that turns out to be bullshit. So actually, you can now find these pictures of what looks like neural connections or graphs or whatever, and all the mass and energy is concentrated along these graphical networks. And so energy, so there's no curvature, and time goes fast. But if you're near one of these knots or ports where all this fast energy is, the inertia's higher and time slows down.
You got it. So we got a mixed match out there essentially in the cosmos that we can now describe as being a time scale. But essentially the expansion of the cosmos is due to the geometry of the local mediums. Where you have faster time, you have faster expansion. Where you have slower time, you have contraction. Okay, so we get this mismatch. And this essentially leads to the bed to like a which is a essentially the regular things explain the energy
So you're saying dark energy and dark matter is another aspect of time, did you just say?
Yes, dark matter is essentially a time dilation. Where time is slower, we have inertia, which is contraction. That gives us the gravity, the stuff that might be there. For example, things that are even better. For example, absolute time. You don't have to have physicality to affect time. Why? Exactly. Now those webs and that cosmic web might actually be to consider it in the open. If we consider ourselves to be in the open consciousness.
Attention, if attention, when we put it on something, if you think of liquid properties overall, and there's some sort of a medium in which it exists, you can consider it as to be almost reflective of a liquid nature overall, right? So what does that look like when it's not actually liquid? Think about consciousness when we look at something or we have awareness of something. It's almost as if it congregates. You know, there's sort of a magnetic property where things would become more dense, and then you begin to witness some of those properties. Is that sort of what you're saying?
Well, what happens is essentially perception, like all things in the cosmos, every single emergent property of the cosmos is concerned. Consciousness of the emergent property is concerned. The cosmos will not provide to you anything that it is required to do so to facilitate this process. That's the trick. So we have to establish this is a quite all six cosmos to remove details. Okay, so that's where it's coming into, everything being a measurement and dependent on your observation of it essentially gives us the result. So what does that mean? It means essentially we invisible as the thing whereby the properties of any moment to only outcome the investments. Okay, so essentially our consciousness is as well part of that expression. Okay, of the behaviorism. You are avatar. You are emergent.
How does form know how to be? Like how we're all energy, right? So how does the energy know what form it should take? It's all like all has these math equations that go with every single compound. Every single thing has like a polar sort of what it's drawn to, what it's driven away from, depending on the periodic table element. It's a really incredible, intricate web of how that can be in.
Change state.
Usually there are rules, there are laws that govern what you are.
It's not specific enough for what she's asking. She's talking about like the anthropomorphic form, the specific intellectual design of this extraordinarily complex thing. You know, speaking of macro fluid form is going to make it seem like inevitable, but it's not. Essentially, you are information resistance around consciousness. Okay, so you are a complex information system of consciousness. Okay, but you are an emergent that consciousness expression is the cosmos. You are the cosmos.
What about plasma?
One second, because Matt's had his hand up for a little while. So hold that thought, Jay. Just you can ask in a second, but just just got a hand up as well. So let's go to Ursula because she's co-host, then Matt, then Virgin. You guys can flow again. So go ahead, Ursula, then pass it to Matt.
Yeah, Roy is talking about consciousness and the universe, but I would like to know, like, what was your most profound experience since this is experiencer space? I would love to know what your take is also on Beatrice's transients. Do you think that there was an advanced race here? What do you think?
Potentially, yes. Is absolutely ridiculous. To essentially meet the bonus structure, get around plus like teleportation essentially using time tricks essentially to changing our state of existence to exist as things that don't incur the causality of the other issues. There are ways around essentially essentially one of them is our barriers to conservation in the by using the barriers to conservation we can protect the being and properties of very things that instead of the outcome is so much changing change potentially how we consider which is potentially what our friends whether they visit us in the past or not is rather potentially here. I saw something was 30 weeks ago. This family barbecue, the whole family present. This thing is hovering literally over my head, blowing orange. It's like thing. And then I pointed out to myself, so I like the message in the Indian that the beach in the South Americans when I said when they first see the ship, because I've seen it there, everybody else is seeing it. And like, wow, you've seen it. Discussing it, second with a linear motion that's a very bright lad up there. MPJC, organisation for very gifted kids. Science. That's years old, a bit worthy. I'm doing degree level physics. So it's that sort of stuff. It instantly said to me, you just combine everything I've ever did. You don't make sense. But the only way that you can make sense is if you have a faster rate of time. So then they then started to think, yes, time's not fine, as I told you it would be. And then I was doing the quality improvement methodologies from time control systems, time always being my thing.
Oh, you worked in IT, yeah?
Yes, I was essentially I've been lots of programming language in my now physics students also because the information technology was just kicking off like late 80s, early 90s. Got involved and ended up doing the tracking system that runs London Underground. It's well standard now train system. All that sort of stuff. The government, I was like their go-to guru basically for a community back in with Tony Blair's country. Then I actually went on the Robert's methodologies designing things such as information mapping and all sorts of different clever things of how software is developed. And then for a time from that, I was doing quite a paper and someone asked me to do something for a thing collection object-oriented programming stuff.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
What was then the behavior of this thing, and then I realized I started correlation theory.
Thanks, right. Let me just see if Matt is able to speak because I know that he's usually working at this time. We might have missed his window. Matt, are you still there? Did you have something to share? The science bomb's only got about 15 minutes. I'm gonna pass it over to you in a second. I just saw that message. Matt, are you still there?
Yeah. I'm out here. You know, that actually live there, they, wake up every day to misery. No heat working, all this shit, bro. We are the great. That's why, for all the things, is America perfect? No, but you know what? This is the greatest country in the world. The United States of America is the greatest fucking country in the world. Whatever you want to say about the United States of America, go live somewhere else and see how much fun you guys want to support Russia? Go to Russia. See how well you won't make it 3 months. You won't make it in China. You definitely won't make it a week in China. So go ahead.
Hey, David, you have 3 minutes until your
Hey, that's it. I'm just at the master 2.9. 2.9. The other one was 1.08. Okay. So there you go. Those are the two biggest buys. Oh my God, I am fucking bullish. That's right. Lamb's coming up here. Lamb is crazy, bro. He's crazy. Letting her up just based on crazy.
I got it. David, before I dip, I just want to say, all jokes aside, appreciate you, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you too, man. It's all jokes, man.
I know.
Get a room, guys.
Shit, you might. All right.
Hop on. No. You know what it is? He's been sent by the ATL to try to get me back into the fold, and I refuse.
If you're gonna say that, you don't say ADL. That's lowballing me. Say I'm with the Mossad. Okay, it's a little bit more respect.
Well, I refuse. I was going there next. I refuse the Mossad. So
the Mossad doesn't make offers. You refuse.
I don't care. Bring them on.
I made him an offer he couldn't refuse.
Hey, I don't know. By the way, I would definitely not fuck with the Mossad. I'm just saying. I'm putting it out there. Mossad, I'm just playing out here in these streets. Just.
I want to watch it within the next 4 days. If you want to rewatch it and give me some notes.
it would be easier to talk about a live game, I feel, than it would be to talk about a historic game of that nature. Because there's a lot to discuss there that you wouldn't understand the nuance of talking about that game. But if we're talking about a bunch of kids playing live on Saturday, then it's a different discussion we can have. We can talk about the basics. Because I could go on and on about that USC Texas game right now without having watched it since it happened. Vince Young by himself won the national championship that day. Reggie Bush was nowhere to be found. Neither was Matt Leinart. I agree. You have no idea what I'm talking about. Absolutely not. I was disappointed, in fact, when we drafted Reggie after that game. I did not think that he was going to work out well for us as a running back. Luckily, he paid his dividends as like a kick returner and as basically a third down running back here for the years he was here. Does any of what I just said make sense to you, September?
A little bit, to be honest. Okay. A little bit.
Okay.
I mean, I know the people that you're talking about.
You know the people that I'm talking about, not necessarily positions or like.
I know. Obviously, like what you said, keep returning a running back, fight in. It's just like there's so much shit that I just don't understand. And I'm talking to people coming up to me asking me what I play. When I play football, that shit is so fucking annoying.
Right.
Okay. Like I literally went to spit on people that ask me that. Like, bitch, you don't even know me. It's so weird.
You take me to this shit right now. Actually, while we're talking, but I like that being married. Like,
are you on
what now, sir?
Were you trying to play something for us?
No, I was not. I'm looking at the college schedule for this weekend.
It was Sammy that posted that video.
Oh wow.
Extra points if U of L or UK are playing. If you're into either of those teams.
UK. I'm sure Kentucky is playing. I don't know. I'm sure they're playing next. We'll be able to watch them. That's the problem. We need a nationally televised game so we can watch live.
I'm only supporting them now because my nephew's at UK.
But it's solid.
Yeah. Does he play sport September? He runs track. Right. Cool. Hi, Lindy.
Hi, Squiggity.
Morning, sluts.
Fuck you, Childish Gambino.
What's up, Elon? Hello, Abby.
And no, don't forget some different means everything. Green and summer won't use that pussy of necessity.
Childish Gambino.
Now that all of Australia is awake.
Australia, mate.
That was Paul here, but he's probably working.
Let me work, then. Mango! But the woman go.
Good morning.
G'day, mate. How you going? How you going, mate?
So good. Another nice day in Sydney.
It's a bit Finally, dude. The embassy took forever. So busy. Oh, they have to. Wow.
What are you doing tomorrow, September?
Tomorrow.
Yeah. What time? I'm going to the mosque, but that's only like 30 minutes. It's like 7 o'clock.
Who is? Which one? Gombongi?
Kentucky plays South Carolina Saturday at 7. South Carolina. Right.
They can handle the heat.
Yeah. Might be able to catch Duke in Syracuse Saturday morning at 11. You're breaking up pretty bad, bro. He's clapping. Okay, I forgot. You have to keep switching your input mode now on 26 when you have headphones. Like I'm sorry, Saturday it's hearing until 1 o'clock. So anytime after that, and tomorrow I'll be free if you want to watch. They're available. All right, yeah, well, I'll try and figure it out. Like I'm not sure what my plans are going to be for tomorrow. I might not be available, but if I am, yeah, because I do want to watch some college this weekend. It would be better to watch pro though, bro. Simply because they're professionals and they play the game at a higher level. Funny, some of my friends are in Europe and they watch American football now. I had no idea how many American football leagues are in Europe now. Really? Yeah. Matter of fact, there was a team in Europe, I think it was Aston. They just copied the marketing for some college team in the US. Like literally like copy paste. But there's at least 40 different like American football leagues in Europe now. Primarily in like Germany, England, maybe Spain, all the other place. I knew they had picked it up a little bit. I thought there was still a team in Barcelona. Well, I'm sure. There's at least.
There's at least.
She has on you and President Zetman broke up with her.
So I'm her only friend and she's worried about being by herself.
And you know,
Teach someone to be okay being alone and being by themselves. Like you gotta go through it. It's like a personal thing you gotta work through. I'm okay being alone. But I know people that are not. I know people that struggle with it a lot. And no matter how much I tell them, they gotta figure it out on their own. They gotta figure out how to battle their own shit and find a way to be comfortable in their own skin. It's a personal journey. It really is.
Elizabeth, did you say that you went back to her man after that trip to Japan with her quote-unquote friend?
after first night they spent with occupied, like
she got out of the bed and was texting him, you know?
Yes.
I eventually rolled over and got back in my little burrito and she started texting the dude.
Does he know that she's in Japan with her friend?
Of course no. Like she's like 30 years old.
Do you know what happens when a woman lets her man, and when a man lets a woman have that much freedom, he's out there doing the same thing. And he's not being friendly about it because he thinks that you're getting it down. So that's an open relationship right there. Automatic fail.
But he didn't have anything. Like I'm companion didn't have sex with that Miranda. So
yeah, but her man doesn't know that. Her man doesn't know that. Like, if my girl came to me and said,
like I'm going on a trip with a friend. I'm like, all right. Who's your friend, Jay? He says, I'll pass. Exactly. Not I'll pass. I just be out. Like I don't do that open relationship shit.
I mean, I just called my best friend to the day before yesterday and told her, let's go to New York together in November. And she's got a man. And she said, okay, cool, let's do it.
Can I come?
The one you see naked? The one you see naked?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we're not staying in the same room, but this whole scenario might happen in real life in a couple months.
Uncle Fine, can I join?
Come on, man. Come on.
I'm sorry, the host is not unconfined. The host is a bit different. So, let's assume that she listened to you and she broke up with him. Okay, so that's going to be the last part of the scenario. Then we're going to go to raised hands and I will go peacefully to bed. So, and she breaks up with him, but she's like, she cannot stop having mental breakdowns. And you do not understand. You're like, you are in Japan, everything is alright, we're in this fancy restaurant, everything is great, like what's wrong? And she tells you that, you know, she just posted all these amazing pictures on Instagram of her, like stories, everything, and he didn't like them. And she doesn't want to be without the relationship, because when she was in the relationship, the man was always liking her posts, commenting them, putting them as her wallpaper, you know, posting them as his story. And now she's not gonna get validation, and she's a young woman, so she wants that. So what should she do? She asked you.
I mean, this is so dumb. Like, well, of course he's not going to do that. He's not with her anymore. She needs it that badly for him to like her shit and reply to it.
I mean, she's heartbroken. Do you understand? Like, you are heartbroken for 5 years. She's heartbroken for 2 days. Like, what did you expect?
I mean, I'll do it. How's that? Can I like her stuff and, like, you know, reply to her stories and shit? Is that okay? Is that enough?
Crystal, is it okay? Crystal is talking to us.
I'm so disassociated from all this enabling. I understand unconfined, like you want to help, but you're enabling, and yeah. So please, just I don't know.
Number 7, please. Number 7.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start saying number 7. Number 7. Oh, but look, Wealthy's on stage.
Number 27. Also, I gotta say, I gotta go. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Bye, Oni. Valsi, so what will you say if Unconfined is your friend and he comes to you and he says that he goes to Tokyo with his best friend, they're gonna share a room, but you know, she's a little bit depressed because she just broke up with her boyfriend of 5 years. So will you kind of appreciate that you have such a caring friend? Crystal, you see, that's all you. That's all you.
When you say me?
Yeah. So, well, see, if Unconfined is your friend, it's fine. So, if Unconfined is your friend, you know, and he tells you that he goes on a trip with his best friend who is female, they share a room in the hotel and, you know, explore Tokyo together because she's heartbroken after she broke up with her boyfriend of 5 years. What are you going to tell to Unconfined?
Well, I was just say you, because if she in that state, she gonna be vulnerable. So most likely she gonna be real. So go in and how he.
Is it just me or is he running back?
Yeah, it's robotic.
Yeah, Crystal is just sending this 100, and I'm like, is it only for me?
Because I know what he's saying. I know he's rugging, but he's basically saying what I was saying, which is that she's vulnerable, and that's why you shouldn't do this.
I thought he was going to say make sure you have protection. That's That's what I heard.
Okay, let's go to Pigeon then, and then to Eric. So Pigeon, please go ahead.
I didn't have much. This is mainly for Katie, but if you have a disability like autism, you get to skip the line at Disney World and some fast passes. So, anyways.
That was helpful, I think, for many people in this space. But
dude, that changed my entire life. Thank you, bro. So if I go to Disney World, you think I need to get the purchase pass? I can get that?
Okay. Eric, please go ahead.
First time listener, long time speaker. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so I just got a question because usually you do the question, Elizabeth, but I'm gonna be different today. I have a question for you. Why is she is in the hotel and she get like a really bad rage and start throwing things to you, and then at the end of the rage you say, I was joking, I was just having a hotel time, I crash out, and I wanna just be besties for the resties. But then you crazy, I can't do this every hotel we going. Are you serious? And then she's just like, I love her, but then no, I don't love her. And what should I do? What I'm doing here? Like, you just pay the bill of the hotel and move on, or should do in the next hotel even worse? Like, what we doing here?
Antoine, did you get the question?
What do you think about
the bitch is like throwing shit around. The bitch is throwing shit around and fucking destroying shit, and she doesn't see what the big deal is about it, you know? But she does it every time you guys go places. Like, she always loses her fucking shit, starts throwing shit, and getting all violent.
With your credit phone room, so why not?
Yeah, plus, so I guess it's a question to me. I think it's a question to Client because he had this scenario. So, Client, you can.
I can't hang out with people like that, man. I don't like to make a scene, you know? I don't like that shit.
But you're dramatic. What do you mean? You're dramatic from the A to Z. So how can you not like it?
I'm not violent or fucking. I don't throw shit around and cause a scene. I can't help if when I walk around, you know, I cause a scene because people look at me. Like, that's not my fault. That is not my fault. Hey, I can't control that.
But you're like a rock star. Rock star do that in hotels, right? You're going crazy there in the hotel, destroy everything, like crash out. That's part of the rock star.
Yeah, but I'm a nice rock star. You know, like, I don't do dumb shit like that. That's dumb shit to me. To me, that's dumb shit. I want to go. If I go to a nice hotel, I want them to remember me. So when I go back, you know, they remember my name and they want, you know, they upgrade me for free and shit.
I got a story, quick story. Sorry. Elizabeth, when Snoop Dogg came to Australia, he smoked weed in the hotel, and he got all the fire department on the hotel. And you know what they did? The fire department, when they find out Snoop Dogg, he was hanging out with him and took photos. And he actually was a superstar history in Sydney. You know, like, it was crazy. So
Wait, do you need the roaches in the hotel as well, like Future?
That he doesn't get that far. He's all OGs. OGs always just smoke and just stay there, and people will freak out.
Yeah, I gotta go listen to March Madness one more time by Future. Wait for my FBI. Is your brother Aesthetica? Is your brother Aesthetica?
No, of course it's not. Jimmy, everyone with an accent is brother of Aesthetica or what? Like, what? Yeah. Okay. I'm exhausted from you guys today. So I think that was a lovely last question. Nobody has a hand raised, so we are gonna stop today. Hopefully, I'm gonna all see you at 4 p.m. Eastern. I love you all, even though you're all crazy, but you also love. I mute you, but not always. Not always when you're muted. Always when you speak, you're also nice sometimes. So yeah, please come to my space tomorrow. I love you all. Have a great day. Have fun. See you all. Love you all. And bye bye.
Bye bye.
Because we only got told what America was through Australian media. And then, you know, kind of from like 4chan, I guess. Kind of. Not really. I don't know. Anyway.
I think he started out pretty well meeting, but it just became about his ego and less about the content, and that's where I kind of lost my love for Michael.
That's good. I think Sticker, though, like, Sticker was the first time me and any of my friends saw how bad it was over there. That was, for that being like a big deal. Like, oh, the guy talking about how much we can't see it, like, different fingers replaced on his hand, so he just bought like the cheapest one. And it was like he had to buy what?
What does America look like through the eyes of Australian media?
Like back then, I remember it being like land of the free and home of the brave. And you guys were always right. Like whatever you did was always right. There wasn't like any criticism. And yeah, then moving forward into like the wars and stuff like that, even still, like most of the media that I was forced to be around wasn't talking about repercussions of anything and like not asking questions. It was just like, yeah, we'll kill him. Like, whoa. Whoa. From what I remember, this is going back like I was a kid at the time too, so the old man broke.
About to arrive at the destination, please choose a safe place to park.
Calm down. Not you personally, Trump, right? I know, us Manger, he probably remembers it better than me.
Well, you brought it up. I wanted your take on it.
It seemed like the coolest place on the planet to be.
Mango,
like just the coolest.
Mango is skewed as well because he was here.
Yeah, true. Have you seen like anything like the cliche movie trope from America? That's what we. Okay. All right, and I got everything for work. Huh?
You make a lot of noise.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, always have. Always have. I have this like weird thing too. Wait, what's it called?
No, I'm talking about during sex.
Oh. I mean, like naturally, yeah, like not like loud, like.
Morning. Lewin?
Yeah.
Sure.
你应该让他打车的。
早知道加一下他女朋友。帮我问问。
真是。给你报。没有加微信，不知道为什么。哦，我帮你问杨虎啊。杨虎说你后面带。
你让他
说啥了？
小跑箱。
给你转200。有病吗？
你跟我说什么？我的水解掉了。
什么水解掉了？
你先跟我说的什么？说我的什么钱被解掉了？
没跟你说，什么时候跟你说的？
当初就跟他说的。
放屁！我什么时候跟你说水解掉了？我没有说水，我从来没有跟你说。
你说，那你说是什么钱被解掉了？
什么时候以前就计较了？从来没有跟你说过这句话。我只是问你说，我说你觉得哪个会被清掉？
哪个会被清掉？
我操！我跟你说，今天那伊森可能被清掉。
伊森牌好好，
伊森牌垃圾不好。
但是他有几个 AK、
AJ 又不好 ，AJ 很边缘这个牌。哎，反正你也不会拿。伊森就拿了一把 AA， 大家后面的事实都进决赛了，进口
杨浦
杨浦运气好，杨浦偏财运好。
你也赶紧去买一斤啤酒。
杨浦一看我妈那个东西，还不是金啤酒，是这样的。香的快玉，然后有2颗金珠子。啊，翡翠。我反正我回去我就带。
胸针。
啊，出1万，哎，你很少。
后面那个2000。
你要赔鱼的大姐。后面那个2000，我赔鱼要赔1000多，那我不是没有任何区别，那我只能拿2000啊。对啊，那你没有区别啊。我买了啊，后面我就要慢慢磨到后面，差不多也不好说，可能后面 对啊，就是没拍到，确实是没拍到。看那拍好垃圾，全都是垃圾。大人各家家还回了趟家的过来。 你吃麦当劳的时候是这个衣服。啊，我操！戒赌，这个月不会再来坚持这一周的戒赌。下一个到钱。哎呀，对不起，拜拜。
Receipt like passengers now go to 132 Exit Road to leave a passenger. Make sure to unlock.
Here we are. Yeah. Thank you. Have a good day. $6 Australian. That's $3 for half an hour. $3 for half an hour. Wow.
Actions have consequences. Not during crime season, they don't. Just go to your one.
Oh, no. Unauthorized access to data is still a crime. I called my aunt, who's a lawyer, to ask because she dealt with my last legal situation.
You know, that's a good question. Like, if exchange polls are no longer in business, but the servers are still online, like, is it even a crime then? You know what I mean? Like, who's pressing charges at that point? You know, like, if you're, I'm not saying that you're stealing other people's shit. I'm saying if you take your own stuff back, it's
highly illegal.
No, I went through this. I tried to convince my aunt for like half an hour that I was in the right, and she said like no matter what I say to her, and no matter how much she loves me, I'll never be right because I haven't been right about anything yet. Yeah, that's why I was on house arrest before, so I wasn't right.
Also, this is bro, the play that fucking Kevin mentioned earlier about 2x, which is nuts. Even in this market, like everybody's calling it fucking tops, but like the opportunities are still fucking there. Prices is up to almost 15x right now, which is
It's weird conversation. It's just really weird conversations, man. You run a non-profit organization. Congratulations, man. That's really nice of you. It's really nice of you to run a non-profit. I just don't understand the concept around. I am scarce because I burn tokens. So you know what? I'm going to go fork Ethereum's chain, and I'm just going to do the same thing, and I'm going to be scarce. That's right. Get the nodes out there. I'm gonna stay on proof of work. I'm gonna get nodes out there. I'm gonna be a non-profit organization. Anyway, I'm tired. I don't feel like fighting again. Day 2. This is weird. You guys need to have sex or something. Honestly, that is my final word to everybody. You need to have some consensual sex. Okay, that's right. Or at least go to the bathroom and just let her, goon off a little bit. You might feel better. Anyway. You know what? I'm gonna dedicate one for Mr. Chris. Let me dedicate one for Mr. Chris. Where is it? There it goes. Mr. Chris. Based on true events. You broke me open in a room full of strangers. Your words like knives, every call. The world was listening as we drowned in anger. Every whisper we buried came back alive. Take it. You swore that I would never be. Said my eyes were back in my head. In the silence of the crowd became a grave.
white men, I will tell you, do specifically look for those cocky.
That's what I'm here. That's exactly the thing I'm saying. I mean, I have my African American sisters that they're hot as balls, and they look great. And I'm like, well, why can't I look like them? Why do I have to be the one that eat? Why do they want me so skinny? Why can't I have curves? So it's just, everybody it's the same thing with Hollywood. Men in here, you guys haven't made. You could be 100 years old and still be okay. And they give women shit if they're over 25, 30. They're like, okay, you're done. And that's bullshit. That's bullshit. So the whole point I'm trying to make.
What time got a call? What did I miss?
We're talking about. We're talking about. You missed it bad.
Wait.
One thing that I love about Darcy.
International Airport.
Yeah. Whenever you want to get that posted, we have to text it to you.
Yeah, just send it to my DMs. Yeah, we got some Lucy back there in Vegas. I was just like, man, we were big lit. We had a great time. It was a little crazy. And Darius had no shirt. Well, he had a shirt on. It was wide open. So all the women were like clamoring to take photos with him just to feel his chest. And
Darcy was threatening to hang him from his ears.
Oh yeah, I like the piercings, but I'm not scared. Darius, do you still have the piercings? I mean, don't you ever get scared that like they're gonna, somebody might get too excited and rip them out or something, or somebody?
I'm not scared of anything. And then she gets drugged immediately.
I told you about you said that you like to speak something else. I'm not trying to scale up. I had a health scare about 8 weeks ago. I'm on a diet of my house. I'm 8 weeks, 38 pounds. I am still almost a long way to go. But
you're not massive. You are not massive, Bravo.
I'll tell you one way. I'm 30 pounds. I'm done pounds. So I weigh 20 pounds.
Okay, well, how tall are you?
I'm 6'1".
No, that's not bad. You're 6'1". I know guys that are like 300 pounds, but they're 5'8". So you're good.
There's a couple of NFL teams.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And so here's the deal. You know what they call that in the South? You know what my dad says? And that's what sucks for women. I'll just tell you all this. He says you're stocky. You're not. Men aren't fat. They're stocky. Women are just fat. I'm like, thanks, Dad. He's like, but women. So you're just a stocky guy. That's all.
I think when I was young, though, I was 17 pounds stuff. When I was young, I still have big, broad shoulders. Just I didn't explain rugby. And many years ago, I didn't explain rugby.
No, it's not.
It's not just something position. Sometimes it sounds like a girl line. It's very it's hammered by the problems with the
And you know, I didn't like what I thought they were kind of mean about it, but she was a very large, very large, and he was mad about her race. But she was a big girl, and every, you know, I was like, yeah, like a lot of other girls were just very mean, just like, I can't believe he likes her. Oh my God, you know, but that day, you know, they just thought it was the weirdest thing, and I'm thinking, you know, this guy loves her, man. He's great. He just talks about her. He just, I was crazy about my reading times. He was in my sociology class, talking to just became good friends. And he would tell me stuff, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And I met her, and she was nice, but she was a very big girl. But I didn't know about it. She was very sweet. Yeah, so the thing was that, you know, girls that some of them, I think they were just jealous because they were like, why isn't he like me? That. And where I think there's so many people that are going to look at an array of women and even men, and they're going to have their own. There's a reason why strip clubs, they have certain guys that want the girl that has long brown hair, and they want the girl that has red hair or blonde hair, or a girl that looks like she's, you know, she's a woman, but she looks like she's 12 and she's got glasses. I mean, everybody's got their thing, you know. So it's like, yeah, and the girl that's got her gun shop, you know, she's walking around, you know, all taped up. And yeah, crusty what? Crusty hands. Crusty hands. Okay, crusty hands. I heard crusty hair, never crusty hands. But you know, yeah, but that's exactly what you're saying. So, you know, to each his own. I mean, I've had the hots for guys. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, I've had the hot. I worked with Carrot Top, okay, and I will just say it. I thought he was hot as balls, and I wanted to go out with him, but I was already dating somebody, and he wanted to go out with me, but I was already dating somebody at that time, and you know, he had not been interested, and it would have happened had I not been dating somebody.
You know, Carrot Top is spotty, he's free.
Exactly,
Bro, that dude's body is
everybody loves the redhead joke. Oh no, but I mean, I will say this, Pyro. I have a fetish for redhead. I told you the guy that was yeah, but I mean, you can see now there's a pattern here that yes, I do have a thing for redheads. So I've always had a thing, red on the head, you know, whatever. But I like that, and it is what it is. Yep.
What else, Justin? What is it?
Fire in the hole.
Okay, fire.
Is that it? Red on the head, fire in the bed. That's it too.
We're here to Star Dogs. We love you no matter what.
We love you. We love you no matter what you do. But I'm just saying. Then you know, I have a guy. Like I have 3 brothers. They all like the oldest brother loves blondes. It's all he wants to be with blondes. The second one can't stand blondes and just doesn't like anything. He wants brunettes. It has to be a brunette with long hair. And then my third brother, the youngest, he likes whatever he gets. Like whatever you got, I'll take it. So yeah, so that's why I'm saying it's just you can't, you know, people get all ticked off about stuff. And like you can't take all that so serious, you know.
Well, Darcy, I think when it comes down to, you know, what we're talking about, you know, with, you know, how people are, everybody's different. Everybody has different ways that they look. Or opinions or whatever. You know, I feel like, you know, brought up earlier about how Hollywood perceives like what they're looking for, you know, what's been kind of the standard. And I that I love about Starbucks is that we're sitting here going that there's opportunities. We're gonna have different rules for different people. We're gonna have, giving people a chance where, because somebody looked a certain way, maybe, the agents or the producers or casting directors give them a chance. But the thing is it does, but that's also not reality. That's not life. So with the movies that we're doing, you're able to show, look, here's somebody who's talented, and we gave, they got an opportunity through Star Dogs, and look at what they've done with it, and now they've created something, from that opportunity. You keep, whether it, making sure that people are taken care of, they get a great experience on set because of your experiences with that. Doesn't matter what color, what race, what, if they're male or female, or if they have a certain part, they get paid a certain amount. If they, if they're, it doesn't matter what any of those other things are. That's what I love about this opportunities for women. Absolutely. With everything. It doesn't matter what one of our NFTs that there's opportunities with each position. You're right. You want to be there. Be, cameraman or cinematographer. Maybe you're, dealing with construction and you want to build sets. There's so many different things that we're going to be through this membership that have pulled up to people who never got that opportunity.
Well, and also too, we're also going to be, we already have this, employing a lot of people for free. And from Web3, you can also, shoot, we get you on set. We make you so good. We go, hey, listen, we hire you on production development area, really great on set. And that can be a job. And that has been happening. I've gone to events, I've met people, and I'm like, gosh, you're really good. Your company that you work with, they're not really, how are they treating you? And I see it all the time. A lot of times, it just makes me sick. It's like people work hard and then people come into realize, hey, if they're people that are with them, do everything. It's sad to say. It's just a lot of people, companies, they don't care about customer service. They don't care about,
Are you going to Arrivals or this? Arrivals, yeah.
Delta and Southwest, all these different companies. And think of how many times you've gone on an airplane, something bad's happened, and then who can you call? What happens? And then you talk to one person. Oh, you need to talk to someone. It was just somebody else. Now, see, if it was, if the president of the company said, hey, listen, you can do everything you can to make sure that your client, if they're coming on the airplane, that they have the best time, that you do everything you can as a customer service representative to make sure that you take care of them. That's one of the reasons. That's one of the things that drives me nuts. And I'll tell you, the company that I've had a great that read everything. Zappos. We're gonna go to say, if you look at the background of Zappos and people that work for that company, they love working with it. And it's because of the way that everything was ran. And so that's kind of what I like to do. We have fun, but also work hard. And that's how it should be. Because I've been on sets, and y'all gotta understand, there's different production companies, there's different networks, everything is ran differently. So I mean, I've worked on sets, it's like I probably run in prison or get probably 10 proctology exams because it was, I hated going, I'd rather do surgery,
pilot, and he did this show. It's called the Motor Girl Show. It was so awesome. It's such a good time. And it was basically like I was a host of a show, showing about cars and like other celebrities who had these cars, and they're talking about how the engine ran and how like everything was done differently, and it was a lot of it was a lot of country stars that come on and talk about cars, this and that. So it was a really great show that I really enjoyed being on, but when it ended, everybody cried. Didn't want to go. We had so much. And that's when like, oh my God, it's something special and fun, but yet we did work for it. So that's kind of what we do. I don't think Kyle can talk.
And here we are. Thank you. Have a great day.
Okay, so she can't talk. So do you guys did we last?
Or you envision something and then it's so much better, which is rare. That usually doesn't happen actually. But yeah, it was far better than I could have ever imagined. And then I always tell people that was put together in such a short amount of time. It's going to be, the least of anything that we do. And I already know that, so.
Well, she was there, so was Mama Bear, so was obviously Dylan. But my whole point is that, we did work hard on that, but we had a blast. I mean, I really enjoyed it. And as much hard work as it was, I just remember just feeling so satisfied that night when everybody had a blast and everybody said, "Oh my God, I didn't want to go to anything else because I had so much fun." So the whole point that I'm trying to make